Hi guys, for today's video I want to share with you a patience game that I've played quite a lot over the years. It's got two names in the books. The first name is called Puss in the Corner. The second name for this patience game is called Single Rail. And apart from one extra rule, which I'll explain later, this is exactly as you'll find it in the books. So basically the goal is to build up from the aces, the four aces to the four kings. Okay, so you have your four so-called houses, and then you have four stacks which you draw from, but you can only pick from the top of each stack, which is the fundamental rule that makes the whole game. The rule that I added was if you are stopped by a king, if the last card you can possibly play is a king, then that can be placed elsewhere on the table, and it gives you a second chance to build up from the aces to the kings. And likewise, if the next card after that is a king, then you get another chance, and then to the queens and the jacks. So it can go queen, king, queen, jack, 10, but not king, jack, or king, 10, or king, queen, 10, all right? But the best way to demonstrate is to actually just play the game. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit here. Okay. 9. Now the 9, obviously the first card we're looking for is a 2. So we can't play the 9. Can't play the 8. Can't play the 5. Can't play the 4. Now, the jack, obviously, I can't place the jack on this stack because it's higher than the 5 of hearts. So I cannot put it there because it blocks the 5, so that has to go to another stack. The 2, okay. So the first card we get is the 2 of spades. So we've started to build up that house of spades. Again, you get the 2 of hearts, the 3. Now, the 7 can't go on top of the 5 because it will block it, but it can go on the 10 because it's lower. Now, you may argue that I shouldn't put the 8 of spades on top of the 7 of clubs, but sometimes you can place higher cards on lower cards if it's not the same suit, so that in itself wouldn't prevent the game from being completed. And likewise, we put the 5 on top. It's not ideal to have a 5 and a 4, but it doesn't necessarily make the game finish. Okay, so now that we've laid the 4 kings, we know that we can't be stopped by a king, so literally this is the only chance we have to build the aces up to the kings. Now, the jack can't go, obviously, it can't go on the 4 of clubs, it can't go on the 10 of clubs, it can't go over the 7 of clubs, so it has to go to the final stack. It's not ideal to put, obviously, a queen on top of a jack, but it doesn't necessarily stop the game from being completed. Again, not ideal, but it's still permissible. Okay, so we get the 2 of clubs, and then we can take the 3 of clubs off the top of the stack, and again, the 4 of clubs from the top of the stack, and then from this other stack, the 5. Brilliant. two of diamonds, go straight down. Now this is the card which finishes the game, because we can't put the queen on that stack because it will block the 10 of clubs. We can't put it on that. Obviously 4 is far too low a card. You can't go there because of the jack, and it can't go there because it blocks the 7. So this card finishes the game, and that's single rail. The really interesting rule is when, if you're stopped by a king, you'd start by putting the king down, then redoing the whole game, and then you could lay kings to queens to jacks in that sequence. Okay, thank you. And that is just a little patience game that I've played quite a lot over the last few years. Thanks, guys.